What's up, guys? Today we're going to take a look at building a little piece of diorama. I'm just going to be adding on to my current garage scene, but I'm going to do like a dead-end street on one side of it. So the supplies we're going to need for this project are pretty basic. We're going to need Gorilla Glue or any kind of wood glue, a couple pieces of wood. These are just scraps that I found in my garage. I cut this one down to size to match this one. These are about 11.5, and then lengthwise, let's see, obviously it's going to change depending on what you're building. Yeah, about 11.5 by 18ish, so we don't have to be super perfect on it. And then this is a shingle from my house. It was left over from construction, so this is going to be the main component that you'll need if you want to build any kind of a driveway or street scene, anything like that. It's really good to figure out where you can get these shingles. Usually right after they get done roofing a house, you can drive by and dig through the dumpster and get all of this stuff you want. But what I like about it is obviously it comes in different colors. So this is the color of the roof on my house, and then this is the uncolored side that it gets overlapped on. But you can use this side that's got quite a bit more texture. That would almost pass for kind of like a gravel road or something. And then the side that I like to use is the back side, and this is just tar and paper and rocks. So it's pretty well the same thing as just regular old blacktop, and no, 12-inch. And then we've got a full 36 inches. So really one piece of shingle will give you plenty to do just a little piece like we're doing, unless you're looking for something totally continuous, which I think for what we're doing today we'll break this up a little bit and add some interest to the street. So those are really the basic supplies that you need to gather, and then the other stuff, shrubs, trees, fence, stuff like that, you can get at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, places like that. Okay, so I've got my pieces clamped together here. This is an unnecessary step if you find a piece that's long enough to fit your needs, but like I said, I'm just building this out of junk that was in my garage, so I might as well show all the steps that I took. So I'm going to let this clamp and set up for probably about 20 or 30 minutes, and then we'll take it inside and size it up and see where we need to go from there. I've got some weight down here on this end just to keep it from kicking up. And if you're going to make it out of a couple different pieces, just make sure that everything lines up reasonably well. Doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get it close enough that we can either work it back down by sanding or filing or planing or a little bit of woodwork, but nothing too crazy. So in this section, all I'm doing is gluing down the curb, which is just rounded 1/4 inch dowel. So here what I've done is just take and cut up this old shingle and fit it to my piece of board as close as possible. And here I'm filling all the cracks with wood glue, and I've added some additional cracks to make it look a little more like asphalt. This is kind of a section where you can be a little more creative and artistic than pretty much anywhere else on this project. You're not really limited. But keep an eye out whenever you're driving, and you'll notice that the tar and asphalt patches in the road typically tend to go out and spread from one main crack, so you can really use that to your advantage here. Alright guys, so I'd hoped to wrap this up a little bit sooner than I did. I've been caught up with work and life in general, but this is the finished product. As you can see, it's not totally perfect, and it's not quite done yet. It's not done to my liking, but it's as good as I can get it for now. Did a little hand painting, a little manhole cover, and a drain grate. And then everybody always curbs the cars whenever they parallel park, so we added that in. All I did for landscaping was use a little Mod Podge and this stuff called ballast. You can get it at Hobby Lobby or Walmart or wherever, and it comes in all kinds of different colors, but I just added some in just so whenever I get the low shots it looks like there's a little something there. And then the hedges and stuff came from Hobby Lobby. They were pretty cheap. They came in a big multi-pack, and they're just leftovers that I had from where I built my big garage. So it's nothing crazy, nothing expensive. This is just stuff that I had lying around. I'd say if you went out and bought everything besides the shingles, I mean, all this stuff you can pretty much find anywhere. But the curb was made out of 97-cent square wood dowels that I rounded off a little bit, just to kind of add the illusion of concrete curbs. And then, like I say, probably $20 worth of landscaping, which kind of adds to it. But there's a couple different things that you could do there. You could build a fence, or even put up a wall, like a concrete wall, like the side of a building, which is probably what I'll end up doing one day. But for now, I kind of like it for good outside shots. So that's about all it takes.
I said, who that, man? Who that talking loud? Mad cause the ballers from the south showing pops who ride. Me and my partners, we climb, we put it down.